what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Hi, how are you? Welcome if you're new here. I'm Snatch Sis, also known as Elle. How's it going? So, I'm a little backed up on Vlogmas. Not gonna lie, I got a little busy. Things are getting closer to the holidays, are getting a little crazier, and I got a little backed up. I'm going to be wearing this shirt probably in a few videos, but it's okay. So today I'm going to be telling you guys my top 10 holiday movies in order. I just watched my favorite one this weekend, so it's really great. Today is day 19 of Vlogmas. Like I said, just a little backed up. I had to edit yesterday, I had to edit Friday's video, and now I'm filming yesterday and today's videos, both today, and they're all going up today. Hey guys, it is day 19 of opening the things in the advent calendar and day 10 of socks. So I'm gonna open the socks first. Oh no, it's day 11 of socks. I lied. They're little owls with hats. I'm surprised at how much like green and pink is on like the socks on this pack. That's like not holiday colors to me. What? Hello? I'm really struggling here. It's a $15 Dunkin' card. If you guys didn't know, America and I both run on Dunkin'. Especially when I'm at school. We don't have one close at home, but when I'm at school, there's one that's literally like 3 blocks from my house. So yeah, that was today's stuff. I'm sorry, in advance, but life got a little crazy, and that's the story of my life. So I am going to try and get these 2 filmed, and then also get one filmed to go up on Tuesday so that I have that knocked out of the way. Tomorrow will be the week in my life video, per usual. Yeah. So, where is this? I'm on the wrong page in my notebook. My apologies. Okay, my top 10 favorite Christmas movies. So ranking in at number 10 is Elf. This probably would be higher on the list, except for the fact that I did Elf the Musical Junior as my community theater summer show my junior year of high school, and it kind of just ruined it for me. Not that like the show was bad, but doing that much like thinking about Elf just kind of like, it's like I don't want to think about it anymore. But I do really love that movie. So in the show, I was the manager at Macy's, and I had a New York accent, and that was not my good New York accent. I don't know what that was. Ignore that. And then I also was, it's supposed to be Mr. Greenaway, who's the person that owns the like publishing company that Buddy's dad works for, but my director decided that he couldn't make me a guy anymore, so he changed it to Mrs. Greenaway. So I had like this gray wig that I wore and these little glasses, and I wore like a blazer and a pencil skirt, and yeah, fun times. So yeah, that's number 10. Number 9 is Miracle on 34th Street. While I do really like this movie, and it definitely like it made the top 10 list, it's not my favorite, but it definitely is one that like brings me a little Christmas joy every time I watch it. Number 8, The Polar Express. So I don't know if anyone else did this in elementary school, and you guys can tell me down in the comments, but in elementary school, for me, we had pajama day, like a pajama spirit day, and everyone went to the gym, because we had like a gymatorium, so it was like our auditorium and our gymnasium in our, well, it technically was a cafetorium because it was half cafeteria and there was like a wall, and then that was like the gym and the auditorium. Anyways, so everyone would dress in their PJs for this day, and we were allowed to bring like blankets and pillows and stuff, and we would go down to the gym, and you didn't have to like just sit with your class, like you could sit with like other friends that you knew and stuff, and they made hot chocolate and popcorn, and it literally, like, it just brings back so many memories for me. I don't know if anyone else did that, or anyone else's school did that, but my elementary school did it, and it was a good time. Also, yes, this shirt does say World's Best Grandpa. I thrifted it, and it is so comfy. Number 7, A Charlie Brown Christmas. Once again, another one that probably would rank higher on this list if I hadn't done the show. Our fundraiser show my senior year was A Charlie Brown Christmas, and I was the student director for it, and I was also in the ensemble, so I literally was not like on stage like doing anything. Like, I learned the dance when we did that for the song that I was in, but I literally was not on stage for any of the scenes until like the week of show, because I was like running around doing 500 other things, and the other girl that was the student director was Sally, so she had to be on stage, so I'm like running around like trying to find props and costume pieces and taking notes and like all kinds of stuff. So that was a fun time, but I really did like have fun with that show, and I have a lot of good memories from that show. It was the last show that I did with my high school, because they did You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown as like my senior musical, and I didn't do it. But yeah. So then we have Nightmare Before Christmas as number 5. Some people, oh no, number 6, sorry. Some people argue that this is a Halloween movie only, and it is not. It is called The Nightmare Before what? Christmas. So I love all things spooky. Spooky season is my favorite season. If you know me, like, you know, I go all out for Halloween. My mom has always gone all out for Halloween. Like, it's like a big thing in my family. We love Halloween. So Nightmare Before Christmas does make it pretty high up on my list. It's just, I love it. I was Jack Skellington one year for Halloween. I went to a costume party as Sally one time. Like, I love Nightmare Before Christmas. It just makes me so happy. And like, that's probably weird because a lot of people think that it's like kind of demented, like that it's like he's pretending to be Santa and whatnot, but like, I like it. Okay, moving on. I'm not saying that I love like Tim Burton or anything, because I know there's like a whole scandal with him, but Nightmare Before Christmas, special place in my heart. Number 5, Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. I don't know if anyone else, like, or if this is just like a fever dream thing, but it was specifically always on Cartoon Network, and like, she was gonna sue the pants off of Santa, and like that song, like, it's stuck in my head, and it was like a conga line. Grandma's gonna sue the pants off of Santa. Like, does anyone else remember that? Is that just me? Yeah, so that's like, maybe it's just like me that remembers that, but I literally remember that, and it makes my day. Like, whenever I think about it, I'm like, oh my god. Yeah, that's number 5. Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. Number 4, Frosty. Frosty, like, I used to like Frosty so much as a kid, and I think that I kind of like have lost some of the magic with it as I've gotten older, but regardless, I still really like it. Number 3, It's a Wonderful Life. If you don't have It's a Wonderful Life in your top 10, I don't really know what you're doing with your life. Some people may argue that like some of my movies like aren't the best. This is my top 10, like I said, and I know that there's a lot of people that like A Christmas Carol and those kinds of things, but It's a Wonderful Life, just such a good movie. Such a good movie. Also, I don't know if anyone else just like sits and watches like the new Hallmark Christmas movies, but like my gram does that, and like I usually try to go and like watch them with her, and it makes me happy. Number 2, this may be a little controversial, but Rudolph is my number 2, and it only will be controversial when I tell you what my number 1 is. My number 1 is The Grinch. I love The Grinch, and I don't know if it's because ever since I was a kid I've had a lot of like internalized anxiety, and I've like self-identified with The Grinch, because I used to watch it like every Christmas. Like my mom would borrow the movie, like the DVD, from someone that she knew that had it, and or like we would rent it from the like movie store that is closed now in our town, and I would watch it. Like I had to watch it every single year. It was my favorite movie. I like would bug about it because I loved the Grinch so much. And I grew up with like the live action version, with them like the makeup and everything. That was the version I grew up with, but in 2018 they came out with that like new cartoon version, which I did see in theaters, and that was the version that I watched this past weekend because it was on Freeform, and I love the Grinch so much. It just makes me so happy, but also so sad. And the reason that I think that it ranks above Rudolph for me is because of that like connection to my childhood that I have with it. But yeah, Rudolph is number 2. That was another one that I watched every year, like whenever it was gonna be on CBS or ABC or like whatever, like I was sitting down in front of the TV, like Rudolph was on. So that one I feel like was more accessible, and it wasn't like as special to me as a kid because like it was on TV, but like the Grinch was not like always on TV. Like we always had to either like rent it or something, or like it was gonna be on later, like past my bedtime as a kid. So those are my top 10 Christmas movies. I don't think this list will change much, like ever, because it's like a solid, like those are the movies I want to watch when it's the holiday season. I know a lot of people who are like, you're so cheesy with your Christmas movie picks. Like, okay, that's fine. But if you want to call other movies Christmas movies that aren't Christmas movies just because they have like a Santa Claus in them, no, you're wrong. But those are my top 10. So if you guys did like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you do want to stick around for the rest of Vlogmas, and then hopefully I will be posting 3 times a week afterwards. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!